Hello, it's Richard Wilson. I just want to give you a quick 3-minute update on the hedge fund industry in Europe. Overall, since the past financial recession, Europe has pretty much recovered the assets that were lost. They were up to about 440 billion in Europe 3-4 years ago, dropped down into the 200s, and now it's back up to about $430 billion in assets, of known assets in hedge funds in Europe. So it really kind of recovered from where it was in the past. But managers are becoming more and more sensitive to over-regulation and over-taxation of their businesses. I've heard that some hedge fund managers based in London can end up paying up to 60% taxes. Meanwhile, the EU just passed a new regulation called the Alternative Investments Fund Manager Directive. It was just passed this year, and it won't fully go into effect until 2017. But managers can feel the pain coming of that and the extra cost and compliance burden. And that combined with high taxes is just making a lot of fund managers look at basing their fund out of places such as Switzerland or Monaco, where I'm here today shooting this video, or other places such as Singapore, or other tax-friendly havens. And it's really not a matter of cheating on your taxes or trying to not pay your fair due of taxes. Really, it's that these governments don't understand that by making their environment regulatory heavy and raising taxes on alternative investments and hedge funds and private equity funds, what they're doing is just driving these funds in masses to other locations like here. So I think that trend is going to continue. I think that people are going to keep on raising taxes in many different countries, but then smart countries such as Switzerland, which is not part of the EU, and Monaco, which is not part of the EU, so they won't be affected directly from that new directive which came out. I think those people are going to greatly benefit, and they're going to see their economies grow, and they're actually the ones who are going to be collecting more taxes at the end of the day, rather than these countries that just want to collect a higher percentage of taxes. That's not very smart business-wise. Just a few more quick tips on European hedge funds. New York is still the hedge fund capital of the world. It still has slightly more hedge funds than London. About 20% of US allocation goes to European hedge funds. So lots of US investors are allocating to European hedge fund managers. And about 19% of all global assets are based in London based hedge funds. So I thought those would be a couple interesting facts to share with you just about how the environment is here in the hedge fund industry. It's definitely growing, it's robust, there's lots of people investing in hedge funds, but it's also very dynamic. I just got done speaking at the Game 2011 hedge fund conference. There's about 800 professionals there, including 300 investors and 500 hedge fund managers. And the attitude was positive. People are raising capital and doing pretty well in the industry, but it's also dynamic. People are switching strategies, raising capital from Asia, changing where they're based to Switzerland, etc., etc. So hope you enjoyed this quick recap of the European hedge fund industry. It's Richard Wilson, and we'll see you again soon.